Good evening to everyone joining us here for this address. This is meant to be a creative way to deliver our party's final message to its members and the media. I would like to start by thanking each and every member of the U Party and its many supporters. I would also like to thank the other candidates running for this year's campaign for keeping it a clean and fair race. Finally, I would like to thank the media for giving the constituents solid information and unbiased facts throughout the duration of the campaign. We are less than 48 hours from when the polls will open on Thursday, and it is imperative that the voters are informed. This address will serve as a final explanation on why the U Party is the best choice in the 2012 Student Senate election. I will begin by addressing the membership of the U ticket. My Vice President, Elizabeth Culp, will serve as a strong representative for the student body. I know she will stand for diversity, and I truly believe having a female perspective on the Student Senate executive team is crucial for legitimate representation. She will be able to handle internal communications of Student Senate flawlessly. I know that she will go beyond supporting student initiatives on this campus and be an advocate for them. Our senators at large, Lindy Devlin, Ashley Gilkerson, Justin Lackey, Jordan Shannon, and Libby Burke, came from many different aspects of the university. Lindy, Ashley, and Jordan represent other important organizations on this campus. Justin can provide the knowledge of being a transfer student, much like myself. Libby is a student manager at Boyd Market and displays exceptional leadership qualities at all times that would be immensely beneficial on Student Senate next year. Our academic senator candidates, Andy Walterman, Dan Reft, Eric Walburn, Colin Bomprezi, and Joel Newby, know the constituents they will represent. They are more than active participants in their respective colleges. They know and understand the other students in these colleges. Joel Newby has been at this university longer than many students and has a powerful understanding of the workings of Student Senate and the institution as a whole. I would not have been able to take on this endeavor without him by my side throughout the entirety of this campaign. The residential life senators on our ticket, Breegan Adams, Nick Koehling, and Kelly DeMackey, are all freshmen who have adapted to college life exceptionally and will be able to represent their constituents fairly if elected. They all have backgrounds in Student Senate at the high school level and bring skills that will be able to be extremely beneficial to the Ohio University Student Senate. Kelly has been a backbone of this party by being vocal to our constituents at events and producing the great campaign videos over the past few weeks. It would be a travesty to not have her representing the student body next year. It is now time to address our platform that has received some negative criticism throughout the campaign. As I have noted, it is a foundation of values, not a to-do list. A foundation that is built upon the 4 pillars of safety, diversity, budget accountability, and enhancing representation. There are no empty promises in this platform, and it is open to student input at all times. This is why we added the reconstruction of the Public Relations Department and the Conflict-Free Campus Initiative. Our opponents and members of the media have criticized it sometimes for being vague. Yes, this is true enough to be legitimate criticism. However, I would like all of you to look at it in a different way as well. 100% realistic. We want the student body to vote for us because they respect us as their peers and trust us to represent them next year. We do not want them to vote for us because of lofty goals and impressive statements claiming that we are already in talks with the administration. Once elected, we will develop concrete goals to benefit the student body. Once elected, we will talk to the administration about working together to start these goals. Once elected, we will ensure that the student input is at the forefront of every decision that we make. Our platform exposes our values that will help us make these decisions. I promise you that we will be both present and productive. A campaign to be the representation of the student body should be more than a platform. It should also be more than a financial battle. This is what led the U Party to developing a budget that would be less than 4% of the opponent's budget. We are neither in this to display empty promises, Nor are we in this to use excessive funds to become legitimate student representation. Our party campaigned on an OU students budget. We are all students at this university, and it is our belief that we represent the everyday students of this institution. Student Senate must hold all student leaders accountable for their actions and what they say. Whether or not the identity crisis comments were taken out of context, it is how our party and many of the students at this university interpreted the statement. This is why we began our video campaign addressing the so-called big problem at Ohio University. We are holding student leaders accountable for what they say in a public forum. This would only continue if elected this Thursday. We will not hold accountability alone. We will go to the students, as we did in the videos, and have them speak to the issues as well. This video campaign can introduce a whole new form of student speakouts by going to the students and not having them come to us. Many of the students on this campus also have a strong distaste for student politics and Student Senate as an organization. We will change this distaste. This is not an empty promise. It takes more than listening to a few students, holding meetings at different locations, and telling the student body what we do. It takes Student Senate as an organization to relate to the students, all of the students, and show them what we do, not simply tell them. This can be done by improving public relations by allowing the PR staff members to focus on student interests. This involvement of the Student Senate public relations will be accomplished by revamping the system into a communications department, appointing a communications director whom will be in charge of all Student Senate communications. There will be a press secretary in charge of all relations with the media. It will be a job of this position to make sure that the media receives up-to-date press releases, holds regular press conferences, and ensures that the media is always kept in the loop about Student Senate functions and projects. Then there will be a PR staff team who will have a more centralized goal of improving relations with the student body. It is our belief that this will be a crucial step in improving relations with both the student body and the media. In yesterday's debate, important issues such as the tuition increase, the Budget Planning Council, diversity, and the funding of the university's diversity programs, and the strengths and weaknesses of ourselves and our opponents were addressed. All of us are affected by tuition increases, and that means all of us will work tirelessly to prevent this from becoming a threatening trend in the future. The Budget Planning Council needs to become more visible to the student body, and it does not take an accounting or finance major to know this. Everyday students need to understand what the Budget Planning Council is doing and how it will affect them. In my opinion, it will take an everyday student to be able to relate this to them. The institution already does such phenomenal work with diversity, and diversity is crucial to this university and society as a whole. To continue this exceptional work, we must fight for their funding, not by supporting it through resolutions, but by being strong advocates for the diversity community and its network. Each candidate running for office has good intentions, strengths, and weaknesses. We believe our intentions are the most sincere, our strengths the strongest, and our weaknesses the easiest to overcome. Student Senate is more than experience. The over-reliance on experience in Student Senate elections is what has led to an overturn of the same type of ticket winning in recent years. If we want to see change, if we want enhanced representation on Student Senate, if we want better relations between Senate and the student body, then we must derail from electing the same type of ticket. This is not an insult. This is a realization that can potentially improve the culture of Student Senate in the future of Ohio University. As I have said, Jared Henderson and the Reach ticket are both qualified and able to represent the student body, but I, Tony Koehling, and the rest of the U Party represent the student body. Today, our final identity crisis videos have been launched online. Tonight, I speak to you, and this address will be launched online. Tomorrow, we will release a highlight video of our campaign hoping to ignite more interest in our cause and gather further support. We will also walk around campus and off campus, speaking to the constituents and asking for their support. Thursday, we will ensure that the student body votes, no matter who that may be for, but we feel confident that we will receive many of these votes. We will hold true to our campaign in these final days of the election. There will be no tabling or in-your-face campaigning. There will be no empty promises. There will be no negative or dirty tactics used. We will win our way or accept defeat knowing that we gave it every ounce of effort and we tried something different. We will walk away with our heads held high and with the intentions to improve Ohio University in other capacities. Thursday will be an end to nothing. It will be a new beginning, win or lose. If we do win, however, no matter how many of us that may be, you, each and every one of you, did make a difference. Thank you.